Okay, do you guys remember the beautiful collection, The Life in Bloom by Simple Stories? I took a class with Vicki Booten and absolutely loved it. Her style of creating layouts definitely taught me a lot of things. That your mixed media can add a lot to your page. It can help you make your pages really be cohesive. And so, upon great request, we're going to do some mixed media today. But first, we need to talk about paper placement, photo placement, story, all those kinds of things. But we're going to be using this beautiful vintage Life in Bloom. Now, have you seen that Simple Stories is actually re-releasing this collection in September? And so I think the reason they're doing that is, one, because it was super popular. Two, because they ran out of the floral die cuts like right away. So I'm excited because I pretty much use every single paper in this collection, and I have a lot of embellishments left, and so they need to be used, and I'm excited to go ahead and I think I might just purchase a whole nother collection pack plus the floral embellishments. Like, come on guys, you knew that that was going to be the most popular item. But I thought mixed media is perfect for this because that is the vibe of this collection, is the mixed media. So very excited. I am actually, as you can see, going to be doing a 2-page layout. Very rare for me. And we are going to be using this page map sketch from June of 2020. Now the reason I chose this sketch is because I have 3 vertical and 3 horizontal and 2 vertical photos. But when I look at it this way, they work really well. And I'm going to kind of flip this around. So let's place our items first. Part of that class, I just have some scraps, so I am going to use them the size that they are in. So that is definitely a scrap. And I'm purposely placing this on this edge because I know it's going to be covered up in my layout. Now, placement on this might not be perfect. And then this is actually from the Beautiful Things paper, but look how well it matches this collection. And I am going to end up cutting that off. But I figure when I'm playing around, I don't need to cut it yet. So might as well just use it the size it's in, which is 12 by 3.5. I think it's 3.5. Okay, so something along those lines, right? And then I purchased all of this pack of paper too, because I thought this is a great way to get some coordinating beautiful cardstock. And of course I had to get the 6x8. And I don't exactly remember how this was set up, so I think it was right on that darker purple line, maybe like right there. Just kind of go, actually I know it was for sure this one. There we go. So it's overlapping. My cut line is going to be from this purple to that purple. And then my photo setup, you can see this is the opposite, so I just kind of flipped it over. I've got some photos here of me learning how to rollerblade or skate. In this case, it's skate. And do you guys remember these? They strapped onto your shoes. So flashback. So I'm going to try to strategically place this so that my photo is not cut. It's still on the right-hand side. And then I've got this one. So that's my 3rd photo. That's horizontal. And then I've got 2 vertical photos. And that's going to kind of go like this. So they're all kind of touching this white piece of paper and the purple. Okay. That looks pretty good so far, right? We're going to take it a step further. Okay. And I am actually going to add this piece. I felt like there just was something missing. So when I add this. I think I'm going to go behind. Now don't worry about it being not visible here. I'm going to add it behind all of this so it looks like one continuous piece of paper. Right there. I like the gingham. It helps me line up stuff. Okay, and then I have my title. And my title cluster is so big that it's going to kind of overlap, touch all of my pieces. Now, I purposely picked that title, or I purposely picked photos that worked with this title because look it, I am learning how to skate here. And so I thought that was perfect because life is in bloom at this point in time. Okay, so then I've got a beautiful blue, says take the photo, and a die cut that says beautiful day, and that's kind of rest like right there. Kind of brings some of that pink up. And then I have a chipboard piece that I really want to use. It's called Living My Best Life. And it's going to kind of go like right there. So I've got my blue, my bright blue in 2 spots, but I need my green. So I've got a green tag here. I need some green over here, and I need some green down here. That's where my mixed media is going to come into play. So I have this amazing stencil that is a butterfly route, right? So I think I can add my mixed media here, and I'm going to do it underneath, so you're not going to be able to see this big butterfly. So I guess I should probably, it's going to kind of look like that. It's going to poke out and go up. Kind of like that. And my goal is for the colors to mix as they're going up. So there's one spot, and I am going to mark this. So I need to make some pencil marks, because I want to make sure that it's clear where all of this is landing. A texture paste and Distress Oxide colors. And these are the oxide colors if you want to take a screenshot of that. Okay, this one was going this way, and it's going to go like right there. Perfect. So let's see, I need a spatula. I'm using Texture Paste Opaque Matte. It is the one most scrapbookers use. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to erase some of this because I don't want it to be underneath my texture paste. And I'm going to apply this super thin. It does not need to be that thick because I'm going to be adding paper on top of it. I don't want it thick because I'm going to be adding paper on top of it. So my butterflies have dried. I force dried and just kind of air dried it while I was cleaning my stencil, and they feel pretty good. So now we're going to add some mixed media. I am going to use some purple into Cracked Pistachio, I think. We're going to try it, see how it goes. I'm going to first start with my purple. I want to water this down quite significantly. And I'm going to wet my paper too, because I want kind of a watercolory look. And so if I wet my paper, that will kind of help with that effect. So you can see, isn't that cool? You can really see the white texture paste below. Okay, we're gonna add some cracked pistachio. Now this may not turn out well. I might make some mud, but that's okay. Not a big deal. Making mud is part of the process, right? So I'm gonna start here because the color that I really want to bring up here is some of that green, especially that you see over on the right hand side page where we kind of talked about that green. Problem with using this kind of brush is it is flat, and so when you kind of go out of the comfort zone, you see that flat part come forward. Okay, let's add some of that purple bleeding in to the green a little bit more. You gotta be really careful with this color combo because they're opposite ends of the spectrum. I think that looks pretty good. Let's use a paper towel to dry it up a little bit. Might soak it up too much, and that's okay. Oh yeah, that looks cool. I like that. So I'm just going to leave that alone. I'm going to... I was just watching another YouTuber do a mixed media layout, and they said to wipe or get all of the paper wet, and that will help with buckling. So I'm just going to increase the area of the wetness just a little bit. I do want it to be lighter because all of my other colors are pretty light, but I like how that's seeping into each other, and I can always go back and add. That's the beauty of mixed media, right? You can always go back and add. Okay, this one over here, I have that blue, so I think I'm gonna go purple. Do I do the same thing again? Got the green up there now. That's good. Purple and pink. We're gonna do purple on the bottom again and pink on the top. Now this pink is a lot lighter than the pink that is in my collection, but it matches the pink in the really light butterflies on the other side. There we go. Get some good water movement there. So let's do purple into pink. Really get some water moving. Pink, probably should have done the light pink first, but it is what it is. And I really kind of want to follow my butterflies so it really looks like a trail. Okay. I need a lot more pink here. There we go. Let's pull that pink in. The purple a little bit, kind of like what we did with the green. Really make it obvious that it's pink. I think I'm going to let that one air dry for a little bit. Do the same technique with the water on the page. Now on this side of the page, I'm more concerned about that blue, or at least right here I'm concerned about that blue. So I might go blue to pink. And I just wiped up all that pink, but it's okay. I really want a dry surface here, so I can start over again. So let's do pink. And I gotta get a lot of pink here into blue. Now this is different blue. This is a Distress ink compared to a Distress oxide. So keeping that in mind, it's going to soak into my paper just a little bit different than the Distress oxides will. So let's get some more of that pink. And I'm just letting the wet brush be my water now, because I really want to darken up that pink. Kind of moving my brush back and forth to get kind of a wavy edge up there helps. And I think what I'm going to do is just kind of add that blue right on top. And it's going to turn a little bit purple, and that's okay. You know, let's get a little bit more water here. There we go. See how I kind of make a jagged edge? I'll let that one air dry as well. I could speed up the process by patting it down, but I want to see what it looks like when I air dry. I think it's going to turn out really cool. Okay, last one down here. We need to get some green, because the green really is focused here. We have green on the other page. We've got blue. We got pink in 2 spots. I've got blue on here. So let's get some green into green. Actually, that's kind of what I'm thinking. We're gonna do pistachio into bundled sage. Now this one may not be as drastic of a change. That's okay. I'm going to erase my pencil mark here before we start. Because I do not want that pencil mark to be embedded. Okay. And when you get wet pencil wet, oh my goodness, come on. I really am liking how this is turning out over here. Okay. Very wet. I think that looks really good, and I like how this is kind of spreading out a little bit right there. So that looks good. So we're gonna air dry these guys, and we'll come. You'll see the finished product at the end of the video. So I hope you have a wonderful day. Don't forget to add some mixed media to your layouts to add just a little bit extra. And subscribe to this channel. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.